Hey guys, Dino here, and this is going to be the second Build Your Ideas of this week. I was originally going to do a Bed Wars, but don't worry, I'm going to be doing at least 2 non-build or achievement unlocked videos next week. But just I figured out replay mod, so I got way too excited to not try it out. So we will see what I get up to. Let's go! Okay, let's see what we are going to build today, guys. And we are building... We're building a Charmander! Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. I'm a big Pokemon nerd, so you're gonna be hearing a lot about that, especially considering I'm a fire-type person. But yeah, let's hop straight into the build, guys. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, let's hop straight into the build. So, I am really excited for this one. As soon as I saw it in my the suggestions that you guys left me, I was like, ooh, I have so many ideas. But then all of them left my head immediately as I started building. So even though obviously what I'm building right now is not Charmander, it's going to be Charmander. So what I'm doing is actually building a Pokeball, so I'm gonna have a Charmander sitting in an open Pokeball. I don't know, I just thought it'd be really cute. Actually, one thing I realized while learning the replay mod stuff was I really need to start spacing out my builds more for when I do it in the future, because I'm using replay mod now instead of just building and having you guys see my perspective. But yeah, so one thing that was really interesting about this was I had to figure out how to build a sphere, more half a sphere, because it had half the sphere normal bottom of the sphere and then half of it up 90 degrees, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean when I get there in the build. But yeah, so this is actually, I think, the longest part is just me figuring out the bottom of the sphere, because once I figure out the initial sphere, everything else is a lot easier, and then I just kind of wing it with the Charmander. You'll see me switch between pixel art and different idea. Yeah, right there I was going to do the black outline on the bottom layer, but actually that goes on the top layer of the Pokeball, so I did not do that because I was thinking the wrong thing. But yeah, so I am a big Pokemon fan. My first ever video game I ever played was Pokemon Soul Silver. I obviously started with Cyndaquil, so ever since then it's been a trend of mine to pick the Fire-type starters. I've never played a game that uses the Generation 1 starter, so I've never gotten the chance to use the Charmander as a starter, but I know that when I inevitably play a game like that, I definitely will. I love Fire types. I think the only type I love even close to Fire types is Dark types, because my favorite Pokemon of all time is the Houndoom Houndour line. Well, Houndour is cute, but Houndoom is obviously the cooler one. So yeah, so those are Dark Fire types, obviously, and I don't know, I really like Fire types. I think they're some of the coolest designs and also some of the cutest designs. I don't know, I really like Pokemon. My favorite game of all time, though, for Pokemon has to be Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which was the sequel to Pokemon Colosseum, which is a GameCube Pokemon game. And it was actually the second ever fully 3D rendered Pokemon game to exist, and it came out in 2005. I obviously didn't play it when it came out, I was way too young, but I got it back when the Blockbusters were closing down, so that means that everything was cheap, and so I got this game that now goes for a lot of money for really cheap. But I'm never gonna sell it because it's way too much fun. Sorry, you guys are just gonna be spending this episode listening to me geek out about Pokemon. Honestly though, when I start streaming, I think one of the first things I stream is actually going to be Pokemon. Hopefully it'll be Pokemon XD if I can get the capture card working properly, as well as GameCube and stuff like that, but other than Minecraft, that is my favorite thing of all time. I actually would dare say I like Pokemon more than I like Minecraft. However, it's easier to make Minecraft content than Pokemon content, and I do still really like Minecraft. It's a very close call. Pokemon just has that nostalgia going for it. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just finishing up the Pokeball. Sorry that I'm going on tangents. I really, really, really like Pokemon. I really like Pokemon way more than the normal person. I can list off interesting facts and stuff just any day. I don't know. I think my favorite main series game, though, once again nostalgia-wise, definitely Soul Silver, but Diamond is fantastic. I've never gotten the chance to play Platinum, so I never got to go into the distortion world or anything like that, but Diamond is a really cool game, and the Pokemon, the starters aren't my favorite. My favorite starter in that generation is Turtwig, but I obviously always chose Chimchar because fire types. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely my favorite game is Soul Silver. Cyndaquil is my favorite starter of all time. It's then obviously my favorite fire starter. My favorite water starter is Mudkip because Mudkip is amazing. Marshtomp, that entire line is ridiculous. It kicks butt. It's just kind of insane. and it's actually the only time in a game where I've ever chosen a non-fire type starter, just because I'm not really a big fan of the Torchic line. I don't know why, it just Blaziken and stuff, not my favorite, not really my thing. Yeah, so just love Mudkip. Then my favorite grass type is actually, like I said, Turtwig, which isn't really a popular opinion, but I just feel like people forget that Turtwig exists. But Turtwig is really cute, and I really like Turtwig. So as you can see, I finished the Pokeball on the build. Sorry that this episode's gonna be a mess. It's just me talking Pokemon, but I don't know. I'm just going on a long-winded Pokemon rant, and I never really get a chance to do that. I'm really excited for future Pokemon games for the Switch, just because I personally really like the way that Sword and Shield look. Some people disliked it because like the trees and stuff, but if you look at the most important thing of Sword and Shield, the Pokemon, they were rendered really well. I don't know. So as you can see, I would originally been trying to do a pixel art, then I realized I didn't really like the look. So now I'm building a three-dimensional, kind of more organic shaped, obviously, Charmander. I have a picture up on my phone, and I'm looking at it, trying to figure out how to build it into Minecraft, because most Minecraft builds of Charmander are of it being two-dimensional. So I originally had these like really short, stumpy legs. I fixed that. I ended up having the legs stick out. You'll see that later. But yeah, the body was really easy. It started out kind of symmetrical, and then it somewhere along the way stopped being symmetrical. I don't know. Organic builds are never perfect, and they're not my favorite thing. I'm not the best at them, but I do really enjoy when I get them right. Like, sometimes, nothing is more satisfying than doing really well at something that you normally just suck at. And so I'm really proud of how this one turned out. Honestly, I did it justice. I made something really cute, and you're gonna see, but yeah. So as I'm building up the body, I chose to build it out of wool, just because the colors of Charmander are either really vibrant or really muted, and there wasn't really proper colors for each of them. So instead of going orange and yellow, or like a muted, like the red sandstone, white terracotta that I was originally thinking of doing, I just went for more bright orange and white just because I thought it would pop more, similar to all my other builds in this area. I'm trying to make some things bright and colorful and really just diverse and aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, so you can see here, this is around the time when I noticed the legs were not going to cut it. The legs were not going to cut it, but I just decided I need to finish the body first before I went on and tried to fix that. Yeah, so what else can I talk about? Okay, back to Pokemon rants and talking about Pokemon games. So I grew up playing games on a Wii. Wii was the console that I had. I was a Nintendo kid. I was a big Nintendo kid. So I ended up playing the Pokeparks. One of my best friends gave me both the Pokeparks, and I was ecstatic. Oh my gosh, playing those was so fun. Just, I don't know, the story in those was great. Just hanging out, playing Wii with my friend was great, and it was just, I don't know how to describe it. Pokemon is actually how I made my closest friend in my childhood, and just so it means a lot to me. So as you can see, I'm avoiding doing the head for as long as possible. I put it off. The only thing I put off longer than the head is actually doing the tail, but that's just because I forgot that the tail exists. But yeah, so Charmander is a good Pokemon. Charmander is fun. I was excited to see a Pokemon suggested. I would love if you guys wanted to suggest more Pokemon. I would totally do it. Honestly, I might even just one day do a completely different series where I only build Pokemon, but that would probably be on a separate channel, because I would not subject everybody to that, because I know Pokemon's not everyone's cup of tea, because I am a Nintendo child, but not everyone is a Nintendo child. So yeah, as you can see, I'm doing the head. I wasn't really sure if it was going to turn out well. I was really unsure how it was going to turn out, just because the shape is so weird, because it's like a larger circle in the back, narrow in the front. And so I was just trying to make a normal snout. I was thinking just general dragon, because I've built dragons in Minecraft before, and I'm really proud of how those have turned out, so I was just thinking kind of like that. I just realized now that he's kind of T-posing, but we're gonna ignore that. I didn't think of anything else. Originally I was gonna have one arm up, one arm down, but it looked really weird, so I just had both of them sticking out. Yeah, so here we go. I finished up the head, but now we're gonna start on the tail. The tail is really easy. It's make sure it doesn't look janky, add a little bit of fire at the end of it, and everything looks good. So, as you can see, the build is wrapping up, and I'll see you guys in the outro. Yeah, look at this little guy. He's really cute looking, isn't he, guys? I'm proud of how this turned out, considering I winged most of the design, because natural builds can't really be completely planned, you know, unless there may be plants or stuff I guess can be a little bit planned. But yeah, I'd call that a job well done. So it's time for us to do our favorite part of ending this video, at least my favorite part of ending the video, and we get to burn the book. Yay! Yeah, so I'm really proud of how this guy turned out. I'll be linking the Google form that you guys can get some bit more ideas from in the description. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!